So, what's it like when a creator's day kicks off not with an alarm clock, but with a lucid dream about a portal to another world? Well, today we're jumping into a single supercharged day in the life of Nicholas Alexander Benson to see exactly that. It all starts at 4:30 in the morning. No alarm, just waking up from a lucid dream and immediately jotting this down in his journal. This one sentence, this one idea, is really the spark that's going to ignite the entire day. Okay, so how do you go from a dream about a portal at 4 a.m. to a whole day packed with creating stuff? Well, the secret, as you'll see, is all in his routine. It's pretty unique. Let's take a look. Yeah, his life is this wild mix of intense discipline and nonstop creation. Everything from eating just one meal a day to walking charity miles for Feeding America. It's all designed to sharpen his focus on one main thing: diving into the worlds he sees in his dreams and using AI to bring them to life for the rest of us. All right, now that you've got a feel for the routine, let's get back to the thing that started it all, that 4 a.m. dream. What was this portal all about, and where in the world did it come from? So this wasn't just some random one-off dream. Oh no. As you can see from this timeline, it's actually the latest chapter in this ongoing story he's been building inside his dreams for months. It's all part of this shared universe he calls the Storyverse. And this is the sandbox he gets to play in, the Storyverse. It's this massive cosmic void filled with bubble universes, where every bubble is a different story idea. It's basically a multiverse of pure imagination. Of course, he's not exploring this place alone. His crew is just as unique as the worlds they visit. We're talking a ghostly UFO base named Leon, a humanoid goldfish in a spacesuit, and this guy right here, Skelebot, the team's super fast robot. So the big mystery of this dream was the portal itself. It just appeared inside their secure base, Leon. And through it, he could see this bizarre new world, all rainbow snow covered in TV static. It had this whole Dreamcore vibe, that aesthetic that's kind of nostalgic and beautiful, but also a little bit creepy. Okay, so you have this wild, intangible dream. How do you make it real? How do you turn it into something that you and I can actually see and hear? Well, Nicholas has a whole pipeline for that. He's got it down to a science, really, a 6-step process to pull these ideas out of his head and into the real world. It all starts with the dream and the journal. But then he unleashes his AI toolkit. One AI analyzes the dream's meaning, another writes a song about it, a third creates an animation, and then it all gets logged in his personal wiki. And this is a perfect example of just how deep that analysis can go. Get this. His AI podcast Dreamcast made this incredible connection. It figured out that the static in the dream was a direct symbol of his real-life frustration that morning trying to troubleshoot a broken Google Home. A broken connection in his house became a broken portal in his dream. Wild, right? He also captured that vibe with music. The dream tune he created that day has these lyrics that just nail the feeling of seeing this beautiful but totally corrupted new world. A colorful question mark lost in the dark. Perfect. So that was the morning, all about unpacking that one dream. But the day was far from over. The afternoon brought 2 more huge creative milestones: publishing a new comic and getting his hands on a brand new AI tool. That morning, he dropped his 9th comic, The Universe Ends With You. And you gotta hear this premise, it's an instant hook. A super powerful villain, a guy who's lived for thousands of years, is literally begging the hero to end his life. And you're immediately asking, okay, why? So the story kicks off with this massive threat, a cult leader who gets stronger by absorbing the souls and powers of his own followers. I mean, Galactic Law has him at the top of their most wanted list. But when the hero, Kristara, finally tracks him down, bam, the villain hits her with a huge twist. He tells her that they've done this before, hundreds of times in fact, that they're both stuck in some kind of time loop. And then he drops the final bombshell. Their whole world, their entire reality, is just a simulation that he created to become a god. But after living through it thousands of times, he's completely broken. He just wants out, and he thinks she's the only one who can actually end it for good. Then, after all that, the day takes another huge turn. He gets this message on Discord from a fellow creator.
It's an invite code for Sora 2, this brand new, super hyped AI video generator. For a storyteller like him, this is like finding the Holy Grail.
And he didn't waste a second. He jumped right in, started creating, and the results were just insane. His first 2 videos made with this new tool performed 57% and 91% better than his usual shorts. This wasn't just a small bump, this was a massive signal that he'd found something special.
Let's put a number on that. 1,626. That's how many views those 2 shorts got in just a few hours. Plus, they brought in 2 new subscribers. It just goes to show you what can happen when you're one of the first to play with new creative tech. So, wow, what a day, right? From lucid dreams and comic book twists to game-changing AI. But after all that, what did Nicholas himself think were the biggest wins of the day? Looking at his own list, it really tells the story of the day, doesn't it? It was about that initial spark of exploring a new world in his dream, the fulfillment of publishing his comic, the simple good of walking for charity, and just the pure joy of playing with a new creative toy. You know, this entire jam-packed day of creation all started with a single image from a dream, a portal filled with static. And it makes you wonder, right? If all of this can come from just one portal, where is the next one going to lead?